Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's another carry for Harris. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Steps away to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Pickett on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Wise play by Pickett, sliding to avoid the hit. He also has the 1st down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. That swung out wide to Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 35 yards. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you don't like that call on the opening drive of the game.
It's a very strong limb that you're out on right now. Okay, look, the game between college and the NFL continues to creep closer, but that is truly a college play, not an NFL play. Because you'd snap the ball from the 3-yard line there, whether it's going for 1 or going for 2. So it makes sense to try it that way, to maybe fake it. In this case, from the 15, makes 0 sense.
And now your lead's just 6-0 instead of 7-0. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 14. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
I will see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the... They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. To throw again is Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action. Pickett. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast, and as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy,
43 yards.
and the Broncos have taken the lead here in this AFC title game.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
McManus's point after is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Samson Ebukam. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, They found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Fourth down, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, 0-0.
On third down, Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll field this at the 5. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. Second down and 3. Pickett back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Curtis. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Pickett sets up play action. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are back within a score. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Pickett will try to throw for this. And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you get got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. That'll put him over 100 receiving yards now in this AFC title game. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Hands it off out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hey, 0-0-0. OT.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And that'll carry over the back. For a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they'd gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He finds his man complete. It's Curtis. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
And going deep downfield for Boykin. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this AFC title bout has no doubt not gone according to plan, and these fans, they seem stunned as we move towards the final stages of this ball game. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Flushed out right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they